Hello everybody, this is Universal Studios Fan 2001 here, and today I got 7 4K Blu-rays in HMV in Brighton, and I got 1 DVD and 1 Blu-ray today from CEX in Brighton today. So let's go on with the update. First one, we're going to start with the 4Ks. Okay, first one is Conclave, which stars Ralph Fiennes. I know who was in Schindler's List and Skyfall and Spectre, I think. Well, some of the recent James Bond movies. It also stars Stanley Tucci, who was in Transformers Age of Extinction. John Lithgow, who was in Daddy's Home 2, and a couple of other movies. And Isabella Rossellini. One of the most entertaining and gripping films of the year, according to the Mail on Sunday. It's got 5-star ratings according to the Standard, the Observer, Daily Mail, and Metro. And it was directed by my camera's not focused. There we go. From Academy Award winner Edward Berger, who I know directed the All Quiet on the Western Front, which was on Netflix in 2022. I have not seen that movie yet, but I will get it on 4K soon. I know it was released by Conclave Pictures. Anyways, Conclave is a Black Bear release from this year. This is actually my first Black Bear title I've got in my collection. I've also heard about this movie getting some awards at the Oscars this year, along with a couple of other movies like The Substance and Anora, which I might get those soon. 5 stars according to Anna Smith of Saga, Irish Independent, and Flickering Myth. A top-class thriller according to James King of BBC Radio 2. Sorry if my camera keeps not focusing. Anyways, this one is a Film Nation entertainment movie coming with Indian Paintbrush and House Productions from last year. And it's rated 12 for brief sexual violence references. Speaking of Black Bear, I know that's the same label that did Dumb Money, which I know Jack Windross has that on DVD. And I know Black Bear is also the same label that did other films like Immaculate and Longlegs, which none of those titles I have. I don't have any of those titles. This was distributed by Focus Features in the US, but by Black Bear in the UK. Anyways, here's the 4K disc, which is on a white disc. And here's the Blu-ray, which is also on a white disc. And I know Mario and Sonic Fan 2000 has this on DVD as well. Next up is another 4K release that came out back in March this year. Kill Bill Volume 1, a film by Quentin Tarantino. This is a Lionsgate release from this year, distributed by Elevation Sales Limited. It's rated 18 for frequent. Astonishing, according to Newsweek. 2 thumbs way up, according to Roger Ebert and Roper. This one is a Miramax Films from Comedy Band Apart from 2003. And it's rated 18 for frequent, strong, bloody violence and very strong language. This film also stars Uma Thurman, who was also in Be Cool, which I have that on DVD. I got it earlier this month. Anyways, here's the 4K disc, and here's the Blu-ray. And I know Jack Windross has both of the Kill Bill films on DVD. Anyways, here's its sequel, Volume 2, also directed by Quentin Tarantino. This is, again, a Lionsgate release, distributed by Elevation Sales from this year. Tarantino at the top of his form, according to Roger Ebert, a triumph, according to Entertainment Weekly. This is a Miramax Films movie co-produced with A Band Apart from 2004. And I believe Marin Sonic Fan 2000 has the Kill Bill films on DVD, but I'm not sure. Anyways, here is the Blu-ray, and here is the 4K. I'm glad this has got a standard 4K instead of a steelbook. Because the steelbooks are like $34.99, but the regular ones are like $24.99. Now on to the next film, which is for a recent film that was released in cinemas back in January of this year, and it got a home media release last week on the 7th of April, and it's for the Nosferatu remake. Written for the screen and directed by Robert Eggers. This also has an extended cut, which includes 2 versions of the film. And the film stars Bill Skarsgård, who I know played Pennywise in the It films. And I know he starred in Boy Kills Wall, which I have not seen that yet. And he also did the Garbage Crow remake from last year, which that was his worst role. It also stars Nicholas Hoult, who was in Renfield from 2023, and also last year he also starred in the Garfield movie, which is an animated film released by Sony Pictures under their Columbia Pictures label. It also stars Lily Rose Depp as well, and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson is the same actor who was in Kick-Ass 1 and 2. And same year as Nosferatu, he also starred in Craven the Hunter, which I heard that film got awful reviews. I'm not sure if I want to buy that yet. And speaking of Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's going to be in what is it called? And I know he's going to start in 28 Years Later, which that film is coming out on June 20th in cinemas. And it will be released by Sony Pictures under their Columbia Pictures label. It also stars Emma Corrin, who played the villain in Deadpool and Wolverine, also from 2000. Also released in 2024, but that film was released in July. And it also stars Willem Dafoe, who plays Green Goblin in the Spider-Man films. So yeah, you've got a pretty good cast of actors that have been in comic book films prior to starring in this film. Also, Willem Dafoe was also in Platoon and Mr. Bean's Holiday as well. This is a Universal Pictures and Focus Features release, obviously from this year. And like The Wild Robot, this is distributed by Spirit Entertainment. Scum to the Darkness. This one is a Focus Features movie coming with Maiden Voyage Pictures, Studio 8 and Birch Hill Road Entertainment. From 2024. And it's Rare 15 for strong horror, injury detail, violence and sex. Let me look at the Kill Bill films and see if they have the same. Oh yeah, they have the same disclaimer as one. And unlike The Wild Robot, the 4K release of The Wild Robot, this actually comes with a slipcover. And also the Blu-ray disc, which something that The Wild Robot omitted. Here's the 4K disc. And here is the standard Blu-ray. It's a shame that Universal titles are no longer distributed by Warner Bros. Home Entertainment in the UK anymore. They're deal lapsed in December last year. Now Spirit Entertainment have taken over Universal's releases. The next one is for a very recent release that came out today. And it's Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Out of this world, according to kids call it. I've got the first two Sonic the Hedgehog films on 4K, and now I've got the third one, so I have all the Sonic films on 4K until I think there's going to be a fourth movie coming out in March 2027, I think. So the Sonic movie collection is complete for now, until Sonic 4 comes out. This is a Paramount release from this year. Unlike with most of the Paramount releases, they're distributed by Elevation Sales. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever, according to BJ Lango of Slash Film. I know sold them. Oh, and I know Eric has the Nosferatu remake on Blu-ray. I know Soul the Movie Nerd got this on 4K today from Amazon. Anyways, this one's a Paramount Pictures movie coming with Sega Sammy Group, original film, Mars Animation Planet and Blur Studios from 2024. Here's the disc, and this does not come with a Blu-ray. This only has the 4K disc, and here's an advert for Sonic and Shadow Generations, which that game came out last year. A month or two prior to this film. Next one is for Wicked. This comes with the theatrical version and the sing-along version, and like Nosferatu, this has a slipcover and a standard Blu-ray included. Again, the Wild Robot, which I have on 4K, also distributed by Spirit Entertainment and Universal. Again, they did not have a slipcover or a standard Blu-ray copy included. I know Jack Windross also saw this film at the cinema back in December last year. I know he is planning to get this on DVD very soon. This is a universe, and I know a sequel to this, Wicked for Good, is coming out later this year. I think it's this November. I'll have to check. Anyways, this is a Universal release from 2025 this year. And it's distributed by Spirit Entertainment. Now, unlike the Wild Robots, they did not have the Spirit Entertainment logo on the back for some reason. But this and Nosferatu have the Spirit Entertainment logo on the back, as you can see there. And Sonic 3, I've got to say, is rated PG for mild violent threat, language, and rude humour. And this has over 60, and Wicked has over 60 minutes of bonus content. This one's a Universal Pictures movie co-produced with Mark Platt Productions from 2024. And it's rated PG for mild threat and discrimination. There's the 4K disc. And there is the Blu-ray. It's good to see that Universal are doing 4K and Blu-ray combo packs again. Because when they were with Warner Brothers, they only did 4K only releases without the Blu-ray. Which is kind of odd, if I'm being honest. The last 4K I got from HMV today is for a release that came out back in February, Paddington in Peru, with Hugh Bonneville, Emily Mortimer, Julie Walters, Olivia Colman, Antonio Banderas, and Ben Whishaw as the voice of Paddington. This is a Studio Canal release from this year. Distributed by Elevation Sales. 4 stars according to The Sun, Metro, Daily Mail, and Daily Mail. Heartwarming and hilarious according to MTV. This one's a Studio Canal movie, co-made with Columbia Pictures, Stage 6 Films, Kinoshita Group, Canal Plus, and Marmalade Pictures from 2024. Rated PG for mild threat. In the US, this film was distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing under their Columbia Pictures label, but in the UK by Studio Canal. And here's a leaflet for the Paddington Bear experience. Here's the 4K disc, and here is the standard Blu-ray. Not to mention, I think this is the first Studio Canal 4K I've got with the Canal Plus company byline. Because I know Maria, also, which came out on Blu-ray recently, that has the Studio Canal logo with the Canal Plus byline. Will this case freaking close? Hang on, I need to close the case. I know Studio Canal started putting the Canal Plus byline on Blu-rays on home media releases since The Apprentice, I think, which I know was released last year in late December, I think. Anyways, now onto the Blu-ray I got from CEX, which is for Olympus Has Fallen. And I know Soul the Movie Note also has Paddington in Peru on 4K, like I do. Anyways, next is two items I got from CEX, and this Blu-rays for Olympus Has Fallen, starring Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, and Morgan Freeman. 4 stars according to Sunday Mirror and Daily Star Sunday. 5 stars according to Dave Lightfoot of Wireless Magazine. From the director of Training Day, Die Hard and the White House according to Sue. A blast from start to finish according to Daily Star Sunday. I have London Has Fallen on Blu-ray, and I have Angel Has Fallen on 4K. So the Has Fallen trilogy is complete for now. So I have all of the Has Fallen films. This is a Lionsgate release from 2013. Distributed by Elevation Sales. Non-stop under adulthood action according to Wireless Magazine. Rare 15 for strong bloody violence language. Strong bloody violence and strong language. And it's not for rental. Which I believe Lionsgate stopped using that not for rental thing in 2017 or something. I don't know. This film is released by Film District in the US, but by Lionsgate in the UK. This one is a Millennium Films movie co-produced with G-Base and New Image from 2013. I believe Jack Greenjoss has all of the Has Fallen films on DVD. I'll have to check with him though. Anyways, here is the Blu-ray disc and leaflet for Lionsgate opening credits. But however, this promo expired in March of 2014. But oh well. It's now gone. The last item I got is for DVD that was released in 2003, Die Another Day. This is the special edition. This is the 4th and final Pierce Brosnan Bond movie. I used to have this on DVD a long time ago. And then I got rid of it years ago. And I now have it back in my DVD collection, which is really good. This is an MGM release from 2003, distributed by 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. I'm not sure if this DVD will have the DTS piano logo when you select the DTS option, but we'll have to find out. And this also has 2 discs with a lot of special features. This one is an MGM movie co-produced with Eon Productions from 2002. And it's rated 12, as you can see there. I know Jack Greenjoss has the Ultimate Edition of Die Another Day from 2006, but now I've got the original 2003 DVD from the special edition. And it comes with a booklet. Oh, hang on a minute. If I take the cover out, let me just flip here. This also has reversible artwork to make it look like to make it look like a special edition DVD. I'm going to put the artwork around the other way, because it looks quite good. It also comes with a booklet, which I won't go through it because it will take too long. It also comes with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang live on stage, Fly Another Day. And it comes with a James Bond DVD questionnaire, which I think expired already. I know some people don't like this movie. I thought it was okay. It could have been a lot better though. It's not as bad as everyone else says, but it does have issues. Anyways, here's disc 1, which has the feature film, and here's disc 1, which has the feature film and a picture of James Bond, and here's disc 2 with the special features and a picture of Jinx. Anyways, that concludes the update for today. So I hope you enjoyed this update for today, and I will hopefully see you all later. This is me, Universal Studios Fan 2001, signing off. Good night, everybody.